Hey everybody, quick update from the garage. Uh, just quick video that I kind of messed up on, just doing a oil and a fuel filter change on the bus, and I ended up taking the cover off and inspecting everything, just making sure that everything was all set for our big trip, because we had a couple weeks where we basically ran the generator nonstop. Everything ended up working good, but I kind of messed up when I made the video by not putting in very good details on how to take the cover off, and not necessarily did a good job about doing the oil change on film, because it was my first time doing it. Um, but there's lots of YouTube videos about how to change the oil and the fuel filters on this, and it was super simple. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like with the cover off. Maybe that helps with some troubleshooting. And next time we do the oil change, which probably won't be too long into the future, I'll make sure to record how to get all the covers off and how to do the oil change specific stuff a little better. But hope you enjoy the video. See you next time. Back out here servicing the Onan. We're about to get ready to go on a couple long trips. We're going to be running the generator 24/7 pretty much. So went ahead and cleaned all the air, cleaned all the dust out of there. I wiped everything down with a wet rag. Look at all this nasty stuff. Wiped it all in here, wiped everything down. You can see a couple spots I missed, but didn't want to get too carried away. I really think that people should take the top cover off every once in a while, just to see things like, for example, right here, some chafing that's being done to this hose by the cover, and so I want to keep an eye out on that, and keeping an eye out on any oil leaks or anything from the motor that maybe aren't bad enough to drip out of the bottom, since it's all fully enclosed, and lets you get a better view of the coolant tank. Make sure everything's okay. Just check the hoses. Just want to make sure everything's in tip-top shape before we use it so much. It'll be under heavy load with all the air conditioners on and water heaters, and we're gonna have 6 people staying with us. So one thing I wanted to point out for taking the cover off is it slips out of the bottom here, but you do have to take out all the bolts all the way around the top, and then there's also some on the back here that are only accessible by crawling down through the hole and then going up, at least on mine, back up that way. Yeah, just a friendly. Oh, and I also redid this baffling. The baffling tape was completely torn up, so we got all new baffling tape there. And you want to do that because it's pulling the air through going back down, and you don't want it pulling the hot air from the exhaust area into the compartment, because you're then putting hotter air through your radiator. And believe it or not, a very small area, what I've learned from the airplanes is a very small area of baffling that's not covered can make a really big difference in the temperature of your engine. So now it's time to just put the cover back on and give it a quick little test run. Do a little ops check here. Fuel pump. Oil plug. Good, no problem. Just want to check the baffling and make sure it's all good. Looks like it's all good.